Welcome to Flashpoint Friday, a weekly series where I select one game at random from Flashpoint's archives and give it a try. And maybe, just maybe, the game might actually be good. Hello everyone, welcome back to Flashpoint Friday. And this week we have a game from OMG Lasers Pew Pew. Alright, so what is this? We have Hedgehog Hop by Joe Wilmot. And before I begin, I feel like I should mention that I am feeling somewhat under the weather while I'm recording this. I don't know if it's a cold or allergies or what, but definitely there's some nasal congestion going on, so I might sound a little different. It's not as bad as the last time I got sick, but bad enough. But the show must go on, so I'll just power through this as best I can. And there's an option to play more games and high scores. This is, by the way, on Newgrounds, so if you want to play it online, you can do so there. But I'm playing the Flashpoint version offline. And we're in. And how do you... Okay. So it looks like it's... Wow. Okay. Game over. Your hedgehog exploded. Okay. So let's try that again. Let's see. How do I do that? I don't think submit score does anything. Let's just quit back to the menu. We might have to do that every time. The submitting a score isn't going to work since this is the offline Flashpoint version. So, okay. This might be a difficult title. Let's try that again. So we're controlling a hedgehog, and it's a stylized silhouette of a hedgehog. And it definitely looks like a real-world hedgehog, so we're not controlling Sonic or anything like that. And I think this is just a simple score attack game. And you just try to traverse as far as you can, and you can't touch any of the obstacles or it's an instant game over. And the longer you go, the higher your score gets, as is shown on the bottom right of the screen there. Oh. Really? I could have swore I landed on the solid ground there. So, I don't know, hit detection might be a bit off on this, but let me try that again. And it looks like it's randomized every single time. I'm running across different sequences of obstacles with each attempt. Alright. See how well I manage with this one. See if I can reach 1,000 maybe. I'm already to 800. Ooh, oh, this looks tricky. Jump. That was a pretty difficult sequence of obstacles. Well, let's try again. So yeah, this is one of those games that has one of those easy to learn, potentially difficult to master, depending on how difficult the sequences of obstacles are. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. But it's pretty easy to jump right back in and try again. So it has the appeal of a lot of these score attack games like Flappy Bird and the like. Although this is a lot more in-depth than Flappy Bird, I feel. There's a lot more variety of obstacles, and the presentation's pretty neat. I like the stylized silhouette against the multicolored background that's constantly changing and shifting. It's got a techno-styled soundtrack. Ooh, I had to thread the needle there. Well, I definitely beat the 1,000 mark with this. Oh, alright. Okay, well, I think I'll go ahead and call it there. So that's Hedgehog Hop. And yeah, I'd say this is a fun little score attack game where you try to last for as long as you can and guide the hedgehog through all sorts of randomized obstacles. So if you like that sort of thing, I think you'll definitely like this. And yeah, I think I'd say this is a pretty decent title overall. But like I said, I'm not feeling so well today, so I think I'll call it here. I can hear my voice start to give out, and I think I'll go to bed after this recording's done. But yeah, check this out. I think this is pretty decent. So thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Flashpoint Friday, and take care, everyone.